Some insane new coasters will open in 2023, and here's where they're going. Here are my predictions for America's independent parks' new roller coasters coming in 2023. It looks like Dollywood is opening a massive roller coaster in 2023. Not massive in height or speed, massive in length. What seems to be like a launch coaster could open as Dollywood's longest roller coaster and a ride all ages can enjoy. We know Dollywood works with Mack rides, so they could be the manufacturer for this family launch coaster. It seems after the success of Universal's motorbike coaster. Yes, I didn't say the name for a reason. Try saying Hagrid's Magical Creators Motorbike Adventure at Universal Islands of Adventure 10 times fast. Anyway, after the success of the Intamin motorbike coaster and the world's most expensive coaster, it would only make sense for other parks to try and replicate that with their own family launch coasters. Dollywood is on good terms with Mack, and I would love to see Mack build something like this. However, maybe, just maybe, this coaster could be built by Intamin, which would probably make it a better ride. Dollywood's parent company Hershey Entertainment has never worked with Intamin before, but maybe they'd be willing to give them a shot with a family launch coaster. I mean, Hagrid's wasn't the only successful one. Cheetah Hunt is a huge hit too. Whichever manufacturer they decide to go with, it automatically benefits us. If Dollywood goes with Intamin, we could probably expect an Intamin coaster coming to Silver Dollar City and maybe even some other Hershey parks. But if it's built by Mack rides, we could potentially see a lot more of these pop up depending on how successful the coaster is for the park. So since I think Dollywood will get an Intamin or Mack launch coaster, it should be no surprise that I don't think Silver Dollar City could expect a new coaster this year and maybe even next year. Hershey Park is looking like they're gonna build a massive coaster in 2023 that may be the biggest and best roller coaster that opens the entire year, but more on that later. Holiday World hasn't opened something new since Thunderbird in 2016. After 2020, so many small parks have been opening major coasters. Fun Spots RMC, Dino's Wonder Wheels Vekoma Suspended Coaster, Silverwood's RMC, and so much more. Holiday World really needs a new coaster, and I think they're gonna build something massive. I'm hoping for 2023, though they could wait until 2024. There's a possibility that they go with a B&M again, but maybe they could get an RMC, a Major Raptor, a ground-up hybrid, a B&M Surf. What do you think they could get? Kennywood may be looking to get a new coaster soon, but since their last coaster came in 2019 and their last coaster gap was 9 years, I don't think they'll get one anytime soon. Then there's SeaWorld Orlando. Yeah, they're getting the B&M Surf, and it's gonna be some sort of a launch coaster. Honestly, I've talked about this topic so much and I don't want to make this video too long. If you're interested, you can watch one of my videos on the surf coaster after you finish this video. But SeaWorld Orlando isn't the only SeaWorld park that I think will open a new 2023 coaster. SeaWorld San Antonio is the only SeaWorld park that actually opened their 2020 coaster in 2020. And if SeaWorld Orlando could open their 2020 coaster in 2022 and another 2023, this park can definitely get a new coaster. For SeaWorld, San Antonio is also home to a major competitor, Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Fiesta is very close to San Antonio and is one of the fastest growing Six Flags parks in the chain. Fiesta Texas has a massive new B&M dive coaster opening in 2022, so SeaWorld San Antonio may want to get a coaster in 2023. I don't think they'd get an RMC since Fiesta Texas already has both of RMC's major coaster models, so maybe a B&M wing coaster could go here. It would be a solid ride and would fit right in their lineup. Busch Gardens Williamsburg might be opening a new coaster in 2023 too, some kind of family indoor launch coaster or something. There's also the possibility Busch Gardens Tampa gets a new coaster, but I don't think this will be their year. What about Universal? After Hagrid's in 2019 and their major success on it and Velocicoaster in 2021, could they open another new coaster? In 2022, so many under-the-radar parks opened major coasters. I think 2023 will be even crazier, and Cedar Fair and Six Flags' new coasters may make this year the best year for coasters ever. I already spoke about the Cedar Fair and Six Flags parks in their own videos though, and you should definitely watch them after I tell you about the largest 2023 coaster on this list. Hershey Park. Hershey Park has been getting at least one new coaster every 1 to 5 years since the 1990s. This park is one of my favorite parks, and one of the best in the country. 2023 will be 3 years since Canobie opened, and the park has been doing great ever since the addition of Troco Town and the massive new B&M Hypercoaster. Hershey Park is gonna wanna build something new and massive as fast as possible, and there's a few options they have. Of course, there's a rumor that Hershey signed a multi-coaster deal with B&M when they built Canobie, and that could mean a B&M dive coaster coming for 2023. It could replace the park's old water flume ride and would be a very smart investment. Six Flags literally just started working with B&M and is opening a dive coaster at Fiesta Texas this year. There's a pretty high possibility that Great Adventure's next coaster will come from B&M, and it could very be a dive. If Hershey Park builds a dive coaster first though, they leave Great Adventure in an uncomfortable spot. Hershey Park could also go with a B&M wing, and it would have the same pro regarding their competition with Great Adventure, but the dive is a much better fit in my opinion. The B&M Surf could potentially be an option, but I won't discuss it since we don't fully know what it is yet. Then there's RMC. Hershey Park needs an RMC. They may even be the biggest park in the country without one. They can't get a Raptor since Great Adventure just opened one, but a hybrid will be perfect for them. Also, it would once again be a coaster model Great Adventure doesn't have, thereby preventing them from getting one in the near future. Hershey Park has 2 old wooden coasters they can RMC, and I think it will be best if they RMC Lightning Racer and GCI Wildcat to preserve it since it was GCI's first ever roller coaster. However, Lightning Racer may have a few more years of life left, so if the park plans to wait and RMC Lightning Racer, I would expect them to GCI Wildcat or demolish it by 2025. So for Hershey Park, in my opinion, it's either a 2023 B&M and RMC later on, or an RMC Wildcat for 2023 and a B&M later on. Keep in mind, they may wait until 2024. But is Cedar Fair really building the largest coaster ever for 2023? Click here to watch my Cedar Fair predictions.